Friends and members of the community came together today to remember the life of an Oldham County woman who was killed in a hit-and-run last month. You're watching Wave News at 11. I'm Noelle Friel. Police say 75-year-old Margaret Preble was out on an evening walk on November 11th when she was hit and killed by a car on Highway 42, just a few hundred yards from her home. Wave News reporter Fernando Garcia-Franciscini was at her celebration of life, hearing stories of the impact she had on the people around her.
Friends and family of Margaret Preble, or Peggy as those close to her called her, describe her as a source of light and joy. That's why they say her tragic death leaves an irreplaceable void in those who had the pleasure of knowing her. Community members packed an event room at the Melwood Arts Center on Sunday to honor the memory of Peggy Preble, a chiropractor, a friend, a wife, a loved one.
Peggy was sweet and kind, always a smile on her face.
Renita Burnett met Peggy 15 years ago, and over the years, they developed a close friendship. She says she never saw Peggy in a bad mood or say a bad word. She describes her death as heart-wrenching for everyone, but especially for Peggy's husband, Larry.
We are here for him in celebration of Margaret.
Peggy was everything to me. It's like half of my life is missing.
One by one, guests waited in line to hug and give their condolences to Larry, who shared a life with Peggy for more than 40 years.
I am very, very lucky to be surrounded by friends and family that helped me get through this.
Together, they watched clips of Peggy's life and shared their favorite stories and memories of her. Two people police say were involved in the hit and run are now facing charges in connection to Peggy's death. Larry says, however, knowing the potential culprits may have been caught doesn't bring him much relief.
It was bad for them to try to hide their crime and drive off 160 miles away, and it's difficult for me to think about it.
But for now, Larry is focused on learning how to live life without his beloved Peggy, surrounded by those who love him the most.
Right now, I have only room for what I'm missing, and it's hard to feel much of anything else.
Oldham County Police say detectives are continuing their investigation, and there is a possibility of additional criminal charges. Fernando Garcia-Franciscini, Wave News.